This is officially the only Japanese dealership in Hawaii, and very proud to be the owner of that. I mean, we just try to keep it simple. We want to just deliver a good product to serve the needs of everybody who wants a Keitora. Come on down. There's no pressure. We're not going to strong arm you and try to tell you and try to make a sale out of you. A lot of times it's probably going to turn into more of an educational visit. Come down, take a test drive, see if it's for you. If you want to set up something where you want to rent it for the day, that's something that we're considering as well. So don't feel reluctant to come down thinking that you're going to get strong-armed. That's not what we're about. We want to educate you, make sure you know what you're getting into, because these are antique vehicles. They're 25 years old, and there's a lot of things that comes along with owning a vehicle that's 25 years old. So come down and we're glad to show you around. So I mean, like, take a look at some of the vehicles we have. This is a 1984 Hi-Jet. It has a dump capability. It has a 2-inch lift on it. It's got brand new tires, even the spare tire is brand new. And it has how many miles? It has about 50,000 miles, just about. So one of the things that we're trying to do is bring in high quality used vehicles. Now, yes, these are all farm vehicles in Japan, all these K-trucks. That's what they're intended for. They're not V6s or, you know, like 8-cylinder vehicles that are gonna shoot up and down the poly or the freeway, you know, at 90 miles an hour, which is not recommended, even no matter what you're driving. This is a farm truck, so keep that in mind when you're looking at one of these vehicles. Now, they're going to be cosmetic blemishes on some of them, once again, because they're farm vehicles. Like this, we try to get stuff that is in very good condition. I mean, look at this. This is 25 years old, and I mean, look at the condition of it. So we're trying our best to give and to bring up a good product, because one of the hesitations or reservations that we find people have is, well, it's 25 years old, how reliable is it? And is it gonna break on me within a week or a month? We can't for certain tell you it's not, but we're gonna do our best to make sure it doesn't. And that comes by sourcing quality vehicles. One thing that I've repeatedly said is a very worthy thing to mention: we do not buy from the auction at all. Okay, that way we could control our product. We know what we're getting, and the vehicles are handpicked. Just, I mean, look around. They're handpicked, so when they arrive, we know what we're getting. Right. So, and that's all we're trying to do. They're different. It's something, you know, they drive down the street, you know, you got, now of course they're becoming increasingly popular, and they're on the opposite side of the steering wheel base of the cab that everybody's used to being on the left, now they're on the right. So there's that, you know, fun factor about it, and you know, we get shockers everywhere you go and whatnot. Primarily, registration on most of these are only about $250 a year, which is a significantly, you know, lower amount. You get a Tacoma or whatever, I mean, you're looking at $600, $700 to register it. It's very expensive. Secondly, insurance is, based on what I've seen with good driving history, $70 a month. So how can you really beat that? Now, talk about gas mileage. We're looking at about 27 to 30 miles per gallon, depending on your driving pattern. Now, naturally, if you're driving up and down the poly every day, or you're going up and down Tantalus every day, versus driving in flat roads like around Kailua, Hawaii Kai, or, you know, the west side or wherever, your gas mileage is going to range. Obviously, it also depends on how you drive. I could have a heavy foot, and you may not. So there's so many variables, but at the end of the day, you're getting high 20s on your gas miles. So some are 3-4 cylinders, some are 4 cylinders. It just really depends. But like I said, if you look at them, they're all easy, very easy to use, very easy to drive. There's not really much I can say. Like for example, let's take up this Samba. This is a 4-cylinder. So
wow, that's interesting.
and yes, you got your 4 cylinders right there, and that's where it all happens. This is your motor back here, and then if you want to get to the top of the motor, you undo all of these, and it's underneath there. Now they're not all back here, but you know, various parts of the vehicles. Most of the vans they're back here, so they're easy to work on. Super easy to work on. We've worked very well with Liberty Mutual. We've insured over at probably like 150 of these with Liberty Mutual already. We have a very good source, a very good in with them. And of course, if you call the 1-800 Liberty Mutual number, you're not going to get the connection. So let us know. We'll refer you directly. We have a guy. Let's just put it that way. Everybody has a guy, and they want to know that guy. We have 3 mechanic shops down here within I would say a 2-mile radius from where we physically are. We're located at 1314 North King Street, right across from Diners and the Kalihi Post Office, which is a famous landmark. So everybody knows it, or most people are. And we have another shop out in Kapolei. So collectively 4 shops, and we are working on another location that's going to be coming up pretty soon that we're going to be able to, you know, service cars as well. Storing supplies. We have supplies that we are bringing in. So if you need help with parts, it's not really hard. It's just finding it. A lot of these parts are easily accessible on eBay. You literally type in what you're looking for, and you do a search, and you find it. If we're in a rush, we'll get stuff from eBay. If we're not in a rush, we order them in bulk from Japan. So, for example, I have a box full of filters for Sambar. So we have the Sambar air filters, KS3 and KS4s.
This is Sambar trucks and
Yep, Sambar trucks and vans. So it just all depends. We have a bunch of stuff: timing belts, water pumps. We got oil filters, air filters, AC compressors, rims, tires. So
they don't have to worry about parts at all.
no parts, and we would, if we don't have it in stock, we're not trying to be a part supplier, but we're gonna help you find them, right? And they're probably gonna be a time when we are not gonna be able to find that specific part, but we'll work with you. Keep in mind, like I said, it is a 25-year-old vehicle, and some parts may be easier to find than others. But generally, tires, we're able to get it, and this is my secret stash. So you know a guy. Not only do we lift, we do full body paint. So if you want your truck painted, come by. Again, we know a guy. We can get your truck painted for the entire truck, $2,500 for the entire truck. And sometimes cheaper. It just all depends on what you need done. So I would say between $2,000 to $2,500 to get the whole truck painted. Not a color change, the same color. If it's white, it's going to be even cheaper. Yeah, it's probably like $1,500 for all white. So it just really depends on what you want to do. So if you want to do lifts, rims, tires, paint, anything you need, if we're not able to do it personally, we'll point you in the right direction. We get shipments every month. We bring in about 25 units a month roughly. And I would say around the 10th to the 15th is when new inventory arrives. If special order, go on our website, take a look. If you see something if you don't see something there, let us know. Just send us the information about what you're looking for, and we'll work with you, trying to get it in for you. The way the reservation process works, it's a right of refusal, the first refusal. So a vehicle comes in, if you reserve it, you do not like it, you get your money back. No one has actually ordered a vehicle or reserved a vehicle and then it show up and they don't like it. So a lot of times when unique vehicles come in, someone else looks at it, we're like, nope, sorry, that one's reserved, and they're like,
Right.
I should have done it. So
Right.
if you see something on the website, reserve it, let us know, we'll take care of you and we'll get it in. Expect about 60 to 90 days, give or take, and that's because obviously we're importing it from Japan. There's a lot of factors that are involved when it comes to importing a vehicle. Unfortunately, I've seen vehicle take 6 months. My personal vehicle, I waited 7 months to get it.
Oh, dang.
And yep, that big machine out there.
Yeah.
And that was during Christmas time when they had the shortage of vehicle inventory. We had to just wait on the vehicle because of the size of the vehicle. It got passed over because of the height.
Oh.
Kong is an 8 foot. It needed 8 foot clearance, so getting it on the ship was an issue. By the time it got here, it was 7. It took 7 months.
Wow.
So
Expect
that it's not always going to be like that, but I would say 90 days is normal. So just be patient, and yeah, just let us know what we can do to help.
All right. Thank
All right,
you, Slater.
thank you.